a new battleground for the gang terror on the island.
Yeah, the vicious street gangs are not just terrorizing our kids in our communities, they are now becoming increasingly violent behind bars. Our Eileen LaPalmer has this special News 12 Newsday report.
We have a gang problem in the jail.
From fistfights to slashings, the head of the Union for Nassau's corrections officers says gang violence is increasing inside the Nassau County Jail.
We have about 240, 250 identified gang members. We have about 30 or 40 MS-13s in the jail that are identified. They're becoming more emboldened, more violent, more territorial.
I obtained this picture of the aftermath of one of the recent inmate-on-inmate slashings. We're blurring it since it's gory, but it shows a long open gash from the inmate's eye to behind his ear. Jail officials identify him as one of the suspected MS-13 members arrested last month for recent machete attacks in Westbury.
When you're in a confined space like that, there's obviously going to be tensions.
Union President Brian Sullivan says there have been 6 inmate slashings so far this year as compared to 10 in all of last year. He says it reveals an obvious problem, that weapons like X-Acto knives are being smuggled into the jail.
We have a bit of a staffing problem going on at the jail. We need to do some massive hiring here. We need to hire 100, 150 correction officers.
And the head of the union says those weapons could also be coming in on truck deliveries. He says there's simply not enough corrections officers to search all those shipments.
They're unloaded onto loading docks, and there's no security staff there to go through these things.
Sullivan blames the Nassau sheriff for trying to come in under budget by closing some of the housing units in the jail and not paying overtime so officers can search the entire jail facility. Nassau legislator Kavan Abraham says it is concerning.
Obviously, the budget needs to be increased so that we can have the proper security at the jail. We understand that the jail is it could be a very violent community, but if we're not doing the proper checks to securitize the area, then shame on Nassau County and shame on the sheriff.
Well, in a statement, the Nassau sheriff denied there's been an increase in inmate violence. He says officers continually monitor the activities and behavior of the inmates and conduct searches on both a random and targeted basis. Now, all the corrections officers have also recently been fitted for stab-resistant vests to help protect them. Now, you can read more on this story at news12.com and in tomorrow's edition of Newsday. Stone.
All right. Thank you, Eileen.